You know I came through with the fuego. You know I came through. Hey, you know I came through. You know I came through with the fuego. You know I came through. Hey, you know I came through. Nowadays I cannot lay low. I cannot lay low.
Welcome back to our pre-calculus class. So, ito yung ating pangalawang lecture. So, last time, recap lang, diniscuss natin yung apat na conics. So, ano ba yung apat na conics na yon? We have the circle, parabola, hyperbola, and ellipse. So, ito yung pinakauna na mag-aaral tayo ng equations ng conics natin at mag-graph tayo. Okay? So, yung una is circle. So, this video lesson will cover two learning competencies, which is first, define a circle, and second, graph a circle given an equation in center radius form. So, class, isa sa mga napakaraming application ng topic na i-discuss natin is yung cellphone tower. So, yung cellphone tower, class, is meron siyang specified range na kaya niyang i-cover. So, depende sa radius ng cellphone tower, yung kayang i-cover ng signal niya. Okay? So, later on, we will solve a problem involving this. So, ayan. We are now in our quarter 1, week 1, lesson 2. So, dun sa module nyo, ito ay module 2. So, we will define a circle and graph a circle given an equation in center radius form. So, what is a circle? Last time, dinefine na natin siya. So, define natin ulit. A circle is a locus of points that moves in a plane at a constant distance from a fixed point. The fixed point is called the center, and the distance from the center to any point on the circle is called the radius. So, ito yung center natin, class, and this point, any point on the circle, xy. So, this is the locus of a point. When we say locus of a point, it is a collection of infinitely many points. So, sa circle, yung collection of points, ang condition niya is nagmo-move siya at a constant distance from a fixed point. So, paano ba tayo makakapag-graph at makakapag-write ng equation ng circle natin? So, kailangan daw alam natin yung radius at center ng circle natin. Okay, so now, i-derive natin yung equation of circle. So, using this information. So, yung center natin is point HK and yung any point natin on the circle is xy. Natin yung equation ng circle natin. Ayan. So, ito yung circle natin. Center is at HK and yung radius natin is R. So, yung point xy, yun yung any point on the circle natin. So, para ma-derive natin yung equation ng circle, we will apply the distance formula. So, napag-aralan natin nung junior high tayo na yung distance formula is ginagamit natin siya kapag magkukompute tayo ng length ng segment or magpapain tayo ng distance between two points. So, ito yung formula. Square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 quantity squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 quantity squared. Ayan. So, let natin, class, na yung point xy natin be our x sub 2 and y sub 2. And yung point HK natin is yung x sub 1 and y sub 1 natin. So, From the distance formula, substitute lang natin yung given points natin. So now, yung distance or D is gagawin na natin siyang R. Since yung R dito is yun yung kinukompute natin na distance. So, square root, substitute natin, yung x sub 2 is yung x, and then yung y sub 2 yung x sub 1 natin, rather, is yung h natin. Okay. Then, copy the square. Plus, yung y sub 2 naman natin is yung y, and then, yung y sub 1 natin is yung k naman natin dito. Ayan. So, simplifying the equation. So, para ma-eliminate natin yung radical sign, square both sides. Ayan. So, square natin. Then, dito, square din natin. So, now, we will have r squared equals, so, ma-eliminate na natin yung radical sign dito kasi nga, nag-square tayo. Then, ito na lang yung matitira sa atin. So, x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. So, pagpalitin lang natin yung sides ng equation. So, ito na yung magiging equation natin. So, now, we already derived the equation of circle when the center is at HK and radius is R. Okay, so tandaan natin, ito yung una nating equation. Then, what if naman class, if yung center natin is magmumove siya dito? Ayan. So, magiging nandito na yung circle natin. So, yung center niya ngayon is the origin and yung radius niya is R pa rin. Ayan. So, coordinates ng origin natin is 0, 0. Sulat lang natin. Ayan. So, ano naman yung magiging itsura ng equation natin kapag yung center ng circle natin is 0, 0 or at the origin? So, gagawin lang natin is, substitute lang natin dito kay HK si 0, 0. So, ayan. Palit natin kay H si 0. So, magiging x minus 0. Tapos, substitute natin kay K yung 0. So, magiging y minus 0. Then, simplifying our equation, it will become x minus 0. So, x squared plus y minus 0. So, magiging y squared. And then, copy r squared. So, magiging r squared. So, yan yung dalawa nating equation. So, to summarize, yan class. When the center of the circle is at 0, 0 and radius is r, so ito, yung graph natin, ito yung equation na gagamitin natin para makapag-write tayo ng equation. So, kapag ang center is at 0, 0. Tapos, pag ang center naman is any point on the coordinate plane, HK, ayan. So, ito naman yung gagamitin natin na equation. So, x minus h, quantity squared, plus y minus k, quantity squared equals r squared. So, tandaan class meron tayong dalawang equation ng circle natin. Una, kapag ang center ay nasa 0, 0, at ang isa naman is kapag nasa HK yung center natin. So, tandaan natin yan. Okay. So, try muna natin to bago tayo mag-write ng equation kung kaya na nating mag-identify ng radius at center ng circle. Ayan. What is the center and radius of the circle? Okay, center is at 0, 0 or at the origin. And the radius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, nakuha nyo ba yun, class? Let's have another one. Okay, dito. Okay, so ang center natin is at 0, 0. And the radius is 1, 2, so 2.5. Okay, nakuha nyo ba yon? Okay, isa pa. So, center is at, ayan. So, center is at 3, 0. At ang radius natin is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, radius is 4. Ayan. So, since alam na natin paano mag-identify ng center and radius natin, pwede na tayo ngayong mag-write ng equation at mag-graph. Our first example, write the standard equation of the circle with a center at origin and radius is 3. So, tingnan natin class yung given. So, tingnan natin, una, center at the origin and radius is 3. Yan. So, it means, sulat natin muna yung given. Yan. So, center at 0, 0 and radius is 3. So, since ito yung given, center is at the origin, we will use the first equation, which is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So, very simple lang yung pag-write natin ng equation kapag ganito, kapag center at the origin at saka radius is 3. So, we will just substitute the value of r, so which is 3. So, we have x squared plus y squared equals 3 squared. So, simplifying 3 squared, that is 9. So, this is the standard equation of our circle. So, now, we will graph our circle naman. So, magdodraw tayo ng ayan, ng x and y axis natin. So, center at the origin, let's mark our origin. So, natin natin to. So, center is at the origin or 0, 0. So, mark natin siya. And then, radius is 3. So, move. Para mag-graph natin to class, so kuha kayo ng papel. So, pwede kayong gumamit ng graphing paper para mas exact yung mga distances ng unit natin. So, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, locate lang natin. Then, move 3 units downward. So, 1, 2, 3. And then, move 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. So, very easy lang yung pag-graph natin ng circle. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. So, after nating mag-graph yung mga points na lalay dun sa circle natin. So, pwede na natin, yun yung magiging guide natin para matrace natin siya. So, smooth curve nyo lang siya. Ayan. 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 So, yan yung graph ng circle natin sa example number 1. Papakita ko sa inyo, class, kung paano mag-graph sa GeoGebra. So, graph natin yung example 1 natin. So, yan. Yung GeoGebra, class, is, sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, last time, download nyo siya sa Google App Store. So, type nyo lang GeoGebra or graphing calculator sa iPhone. So, pwede rin siya sa Windows, class. So, ito yung window version niya. Meron ditong keypad. So, input natin yung equation natin. X squared plus y squared equals 9. Ayan. So, yan yung graph ng example 1 natin. Okay, so itong GeoGebra, marami siyang gamit, kaya download nyo to, class. Okay? For our example 2, write the standard equation of the circle with a center at -4 and radius is 2. So, let's write the given first. So, center natin is at -4, 0, and the radius is 2. So, this will be our -4 will be our h, and 0 will be our k. So, this time, wala na sa center, wala na sa origin, rather, yung center natin. So, gagamitin na natin yung second formula natin or yung second equation natin, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So, substituting the given natin, which is yung h, k, and r natin, x minus h, so negative times negative, class, pwede na nating i-write na positive yan. So, 4 plus y minus k, so k natin is 0. Substitute lang natin. Then, r is 2. So, 2 squared. So, simplifying our equation, we have x plus 4 squared plus y squared. So, dito, equals 2 squared is 4. So, this is our standard equation of the circle. Center at -4, 0, and radius is 2. So, now, graph naman natin siya. Ayan. So, first thing to do, class, is, syempre, draw muna natin yung Cartesian plane natin. Tapos, locate natin yung center natin. So, -4, 0. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan. So, center is at -4, 0. Tapos, from the center, magmumove tayo ng 2 units upward. Ayan. So, 1, 2. Then, 2 units downward. So, 1, 2. Then, 2 units to the right. So, 1, 2. Ayan. Then, 2 units to the left. 1, 2. Yan. So, magagawa nyo ito sa bahay class. Pause nyo lang yung video, tapos itry nyong gawin para makapag-practice kayo. Then, since nagawa na natin yung mga points na magbibilong doon sa circle, pwede na nating i-trace yung circle natin. Ayan. So, hindi lang masyadong perfect yung circle ko, pero sa tingin ko, mas magagawa nyo siya kapag pencil yung gamit nyo. Mas magiging maganda. Okay, so try nating i-graph class yung circle natin sa GeoGebra. So ito naman yung itsura ng graph natin sa example 2. So pwede natin din class i-graph yung center niya. So yung center niya is at -4, 0 para makita natin sa graph. Ayan. So yan yung itsura ng graph natin. Ayan. -4, 0. Tapos, radius natin is 2. So, 2 units to the right, 2 units upward, 2 units to the left, and 2 units downward. We are now in our example 3. So, for example 3, let's read the problem. The point 1, 2 is on the circle whose center is 5, -1. Write a standard equation of the circle. Yan. So, first, let's write the given. So, yung given na point is 1, 2. So, let natin yung any point na yan, 1, 2. So, yung any point on the circle. So, point x, y. And then, yung center natin, sabi niya, the center is at 5, -1. So, ito yon. Okay? Pero class, pansinin natin, wala tayong radius, pero meron tayong dalawang points. So, plot natin sa Cartesian plane natin yung point natin. So, dito si point 1, 2, and then dito yung center natin, si 5, -1. So, by definition ng circle, sabi niya, from any point on the circle to the center is the constant distance. Yun yung radius natin. So, kunin natin yung radius para makuha na natin yung r dito. Para makapag-write tayo ng equation. So, gagamitin natin yung distance formula na ginamit natin kanina sa derivation ng circle. So, 'di ba? Yung distance formula is para makapag-compute tayo ng length ng segment or distance between 2 points. So, ito 'yun. D equals square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 quantity squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 quantity squared. So, substitute lang natin sa formula yung mga given natin. So, square root. Yung x sub 2 natin, ayan, it's 5. And then, yung x sub 1 natin is 1. Ayan. So, minus x sub 1. So, minus 1 squared. Plus, y sub 2, -1. Minus, ito yung y sub 2 natin, -1. Minus y sub 1. So, 2. Squared. So, kahit mapagbaliktad nyo dito yung dalawang points class, okay lang. You will get the same answer. Okay? So, in this case, ito yung ginawa kong x sub 1, y sub 1. Then, in center, ginawa kong x sub 2, y sub 2. So, next is simplify natin yung equation. So, pi minus 1, that's negative 4 squared plus negative 1 minus 2, that's negative 3 squared. So, simplify natin. Negative 4 square, 16, plus negative 3 square, that's 9. So, square root of 25, 16 plus 9. So, square root of 25 is 5. Ayan. So, yung d natin in this case, radius yung sinosolve natin. So, r na siya. So, ang radius natin is 5. Now, we can write the equation of the circle. So, ang gagamitin natin, class, is yung second equation natin when center is at hk. So, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay? So, substitute natin. Ano ba yung h natin? So, ang h natin ay 5 at ang k natin is negative 1. So, x minus 5 squared plus y minus k. So, ang k natin is negative 1. So, pwede na natin gawing positive 1 squared equals radius is 5. So, 5 squared. Then, simplify. Ayan. So, it becomes x minus 5 squared plus y plus 1 squared, then 5 squared is 25. Ayan. So, this is the equation of our circle. So, for our graph naman, okay, ito yung center natin, at ito is any point. So, from the center, we will just move 5 units upward. Ayan. So, from negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapos, from here, so yung y natin na negative 1, mag-move tayo ng downward. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's from the center to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, tsaka somewhere here. So, pwede na natin i-trace yung circle natin. Okay. So, somewhere there, hindi na naabot ng paper natin. Okay, so that's the graph of our circle. So, ito yung graph ng circle natin in example 3. Ayan. So, center at grab natin din yung center niya. Makita natin. Ayan. So, 5, negative 1. Then, 5 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same din kung to the right at saka downward. 5 units din. Tingnan natin class kung naintindihan nyo. So, kuha kayo ng papel or pwede rin ng graphing paper. para mas maganda yung graph nyo. Or kahit anong paper or notebook. So, ito yung problem natin. Write the standard equation of the following circles and graph. So, number 1, center at the origin and radius is 2. And number 2, center at negative 3, 2, and radius is 3. Ayan. So, pause nyo yung video class and then mamaya makikita nyo yung sagot after few seconds. Sagutan natin. Sa number 1, center at the origin and radius is 2. So, equation muna. Write natin. So, write muna natin yung given for number 1. Center is at the origin and radius is 2. So, we will use the first equation, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So, just substitute r sa equation natin. X squared plus y squared equals 2 squared. So, this is our equation of the circle for number 1. Then, for the graph, so bilang lang tayo ng 2. 1, 2. From the center natin, this is the center. So, 1, 2, 2. Okay. Ayan. So, that's the graph of our circle. Medyo hindi lang perfect, but you can graph it in your GeoGebra. Pag gumamit kayo class ng graphing paper at pencil, napakaganda ng graph nyo. Okay, for number 2, let's write the given. Center at negative 3, 2, and radius is 3. Okay, negative 3, 2, and radius is 3. So, write muna natin. Let's write the equation of the circle. So, we will use the second equation when center is at hk. Y minus k squared equals r squared. So, substituting, negative 3 is our h, and k is 2. So, x minus negative 3, so I can write this positive, plus y minus k, so that's 2, equals r squared. Oops! Let's substitute the value, so 3 squared. Next, simplifying our equation. So, we have x plus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 9. So, this is the standard equation of our circle. Next is the graph. So, let's graph it. So, palakihin lang natin yung Cartesian plane natin. Ayan. So, let's plot the center. Negative 3, 2. So, 1, 2, 3. Then, positive 2. Negative 3, 2. That's the center. Then, next, locate the point. So, radius is 3. So, from the center, we will move up 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. It's here. Then we will also move down 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. Then move to the left 3 units also. 1, 2, 3. And then move 3 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, then trace our circle. Okay. So, na-try nyo ba, class? Did you get it correctly? Yan. So, very good. I know, alam ko, na madali nyo itong natutunan. Since natutunan na natin, no, very confident na kaya tayo. So, gusto nyo pa ba ng more practice? Okay, so kung gusto nyo pa, pagpatuloy nyo lang itong video na to. So, ito yung mga problem. So, i-click ko siya in 3 seconds. And, pag clinic natin siya, makikita nyo yung sagot. So, pwede nyong i-pause or pag kayang-kaya na, ganun kabilis, pwede nyo nang makita yung sagot. So, self-assessment to, class. Gawin nyo to, try nyo to para ma-practice nyo kung naintindihan ba yung lesson natin ngayon. Okay? So, use the information provided to write the equation of the circle. So, number 1, center at 0, 0, radius is 10. The answer is letter C. Did you get it? Okay. Next, center at 0, 0 and radius is 17. Okay, the answer is letter A. Next, center at 15, 4, radius is 2. Okay, the answer is letter B. Next, center at 6, 15 and radius is 3. Okay, the answer is letter A. Next, identify the center and radius of each, then sketch the graph. So, you can sketch the graph, class, in a paper. So, pause nyo yung video. Then, after 3 seconds, I will reveal the answer. Okay, the answer is letter C. Okay, for number 6, x squared plus y squared equals 25. What is the center and radius and the graph of the circle? So, pwede nyong gawin sa paper, class. Then, pause nyo yung video. Then, later, makikita natin yung tamang sagot para makapag-practice. Okay, so the answer is letter B. Next, what is the center and the radius of the circle? And sketch the graph. Ayan, so, pause nyo yung video, class. Then later, I will reveal the answer. Okay? The answer is letter C. Okay, so, palakpak, palakpak, ang galing, class. So, naka-perfect ba kayo sa practice natin? Okay, next is for our performance task. So, apply natin yung natutunan natin. So, ito yung problem, class, about the cellphone tower na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. So, imagine nyo, engineer na kayo ngayon at kailangan yung ma-solve tong problem na to. Let's read the problem. A particular cell phone tower is designed to service a 12-mile radius. The tower is located at -35 on a coordinate plane whose units represents miles. Letter A. Question. What is the standard equation of the outer boundary of the region serviced by the tower? And letter B, is a cell phone user at 80 within the service range? Explain why. So, pause nyo tong video class and then try nyo siyang answeran in a paper. Tingnan natin kung ma-apply nyo yung natutunan natin ngayon. Then later, I will reveal the answer. So, here is the answer for our performance task. Okay, let's write the given. So, yung given natin is, sabi dito, the tower is located at negative 3,5 on a coordinate plane. So, si tower, nasa negative 3,5. So, ibig sabihin, ano ibig sabihin, class? Yan, draw muna natin yung Cartesian plane natin para mag-graph natin. Mag-graph natin siya. Okay, so graph natin yung center natin. Or let's write muna the given. So, yung given natin is center at negative 3,5. Nandun daw yung location ng tower natin, cellphone tower. And then, yung radius natin is 12 miles. So, let's graph center at negative 3,5. So, 1, 2, 3. So, negative 3,5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan. So, locate natin si negative 3,5. Ayan. So, yan yung center natin. Tapos, yung question letter A, sabi sa question letter A, what is the standard equation of the outer boundary of the region? So, write natin yung standard equation ng outer boundary. To write it, we will use the formula natin na x minus h squared, or yung equation natin, of the circle, center at HK. So, y minus k squared equals r squared. So, given natin, yung 3 is the h and 5 is our k. So, substituting to the formula, and yung r natin is 12. X minus 3 minus negative 3. So, pwede na natin siyang gawing positive class. Plus y minus k natin is 5. So, equals 12 squared. So, to write the equation, we will just simplify. Plus y minus 5 squared equals 144. So, this is the equation of our circle. Okay, for letter B, is a cell phone user at 80 within the service range? Why? So, write natin yung given. So, 0.80. So, tinatanong niya class, kung nasa loob ba to, kung malakas ba yung signal dito sa point na to. So, kung within the service range daw, kung nandito sa point na to yung tao. So, paano natin malalaman? So, since alam natin na yung radius natin is 12, so kunin natin yung distance from center to 0.80. Okay? So, kapag ang nakuha nating distance from the center to 0.80 is less than 12, is less than or equal to 12. So, pwede hanggang 12, no? ibig sabihin, within the range yon yung point na yon. So, kunin natin using the distance formula. So, ano ba yung center natin? Center natin is at negative 3, 5. Okay? So, using the distance formula, let's get the distance. Square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. And substituting the given points. So, x sub 2 natin. So, pwedeng magkabaliktad class. So, this case, gawin ko si center na x sub 1, y sub 1. At si point P, gawin kong x sub 2, y sub 2. So, pwede silang magkabaliktad class. Huwag kayong malilito doon. Same lang yung makukuha yung answer. Try nyo kung same nga, kung tama yung sinasabi ni teacher. So, x sub 2 is 8. Ayan. Minus x sub 1 is negative 3. So, minus negative 3, we can write it positive now. Squared plus y sub 2 is 0. Minus 5. Okay. Squared. So, simplifying. So, 8 plus 3, that's 11. So, square is 121 plus negative 5, quantity is square, that's 25. Yan. So, add natin. So, ang sagot class, it's 146. Then, extract the square root. Ayan. So, approximately, use a calculator to find the exact value. So, 12.08. Ayan. So, ano yung magiging conclusion natin? Yung radius natin ay 12. Tapos, yung point na tinatanong at 80, yan yung distance. 12.08. Yung distance from 80, yung binigay na point to the center is 12.08. Ayan. So, ano yung magiging conclusion natin? So, since 12.08 is greater than the radius r, so, ano sa tingin nyo, class? Is it inside the service range or outside the service range? Ayan. So, since greater than siya, dun sa radius natin, ibig sabihin, nasa labas na siya. Okay? Then, the service user at 0.80 or the cell phone user at 0.80 is outside the service range already. Okay, so balikan natin yung graph natin. So, i-graph natin siya class sa GeoGebra since masyadong malaki yung radius natin, hindi magkakasya dito. So, pakita ko sa inyo sa GeoGebra yung graph ng mga points natin. Pakita natin yung graph natin sa performance task. So, ano ba yung equation ng circle natin? So, that's x plus 3 quantity squared and plus y minus 5 quantity squared equals 144. Okay? Ayan. So, sobrang laki ng circle natin. Ayan. Paliitin natin. Tapos, input natin yung center para kita natin siya. Center is at negative 3, 5. Yan. And yung point, yung sa B na question, yung 0.80, tingnan natin. Graph din natin para makita natin na kung nasa labas ba siya or nasa loob ng circle natin. Ito yung graph ng circle natin. Then, ito yung center natin, negative 3, 5. And then, yung point natin na 80. So, makikita natin class, no? Parang belong siya dun sa point natin, dun sa mga points sa circle. Kasi nga, 12.08 yung value ng distance from the center to 0.80. Pero pag zoom natin yan, nilakihan natin, ayan, makikita natin na hindi siya belong doon sa circle natin. Okay? So, naintindihan ba? So, that's all for today, class. So, sana may natutuhan kayo sa video lesson natin ngayon. And, click lang ang like kung may natutunan kayo and subscribe para updated kayo sa mga bagong lesson natin sa pre-calculus class natin. Thank you!